bow down before my psychopath.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Mac, back with another statue unboxing and review. Today we have the Pope Culture Sock exclusive Bison statue to unbox. So let's go ahead and get this thing going and see what he's looking like.
Time to meet your death.
So we got the art box out. Everything's looking pretty cool and unscathed. So you have a little bit of history on M Bison on the back, and you have a picture of what the statue looks like on the front and of course on the back. So let's go ahead and pop this open. Mac Blade says knife action. Alright. So there are our pieces. We have Bison's lower portion of his jacket or cape. His upper torso, a couple of the hand sculpts for hands, his lower portion of his body, and his head sculpts and the base. Pretty cool colors. Let's go ahead and pull out the torso here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull everything out, get it laid out on the torso. So I got everything laid out on the table. So we have his lower portion of his jacket, dress, whatever you want to call that. We have the 3 head sculpts, open mouth, closed mouth grin, and the I'm pissed face. And then we have the regular hands. And then you have the Psycho Power hands, torso, legs, and of course the base. So it does come with an AC power outlet as well, because we know that this statue is light up, and the COA. So 42 out of 300. All right, so let's go ahead and start building this guy up. So there's a key here and a slot for where the leg goes. So the power outlet's here, and then also that's where the male in or female in plugs in. Okay, so that's in. And then the next part is going to be this lower portion. Fits like that. And of course it's a little wobbly because the torso is going to keep it in place and from moving around. So there's a peg that of course slots into the torso, and the AC adapter continues the flow of power. just go ahead and throw on
Bow down before my
hands,
cycle.
regulars. And let's go with the cycle looking face. So you just have to be a little bit firm putting the head on, because there is, of course, the AC power plug on all three of the head sculpts there too. All right. So he's all together. For the AC, for the light up feature, it has a power plug here. This is on and off, and then this is where it connects. All right, so let's go ahead and switch it out a little bit. Throw in the Psycho Power hands. I like it. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and take a few minutes here and look over the piece, go ahead and get the light up situated and on, and come back with a review with it lit up for you guys so you can see what that looks like.
Psycho power!
Alright guys, so I got it all lit up here for you so you can see. This is a really cool light up feature, in my opinion. You can see how it starts here at the bottom of the base. There's a little light in here, but the really cool effect is actually up here. If you can get closer, it kind of has like a motion, like kind of water effect up here in this purplish blue area. So very cool looking colors, very cool transitions going upwards. And I like how it actually shines up onto his shin guards there too, and underneath his cape. This definitely looks like a powerful piece. And then it would be cool if the hands lit up, but they don't. But you know, that would be it would take it to a whole new level. But you do have the light up eyes. All three of the head sculpts do light up. It looks pretty cool there. Looks just like, you know, how he looks in the game. So yeah, I'm really impressed with the light up features that it has. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the lights and actually go through so you guys can see the actual, you know, details of the actual piece itself. Guys, lights on, so let's go ahead and jump into the regular review portion. So the bottom of the base looks like the rest of the series in this, like any of the statues that are actually like up on the base, they're actually on this on this cylinder type of structure. But the paint on it is pretty cool. It's definitely like a metal type sheen, glossy material. And then you have like the little center globe in the center. This does light up, as you can see in the section before. I think it's an LED that's in there. I hope that's an LED, so that way it lasts a lot longer. So, I mean, this portion of it is actually pretty standard. No real details on it, but like I said, it does have a pretty nice paint job. So where it actually starts getting to like the, you know, the grits of the piece are up here, and you can kind of see where it's got some kind of sloppy paint lines running throughout here. And maybe some glue marks. So this is where the light up feature from where it actually moves upwards goes. So if you concentrate on this, I mean, you may think that it's an eyesore, but I guess it's okay. I don't exactly know how they had to construct this piece. but the paint on like the back is actually pretty nice. It's got that like Psycho Power purplish hue to it, kind of metallic as well. But you know, when this thing is lit up, that's where, like, you know, that's where it looks the best, especially in my opinion. But I mean, it's a pretty cool effect going up, just showing, you know, M Bison's power. And then you have his feet are in boots. You know me, I like the actual treads and details on the back of the shoes. I think if their statue just has like kind of flat painted or just no texture on the back of the shoes, it doesn't, I don't like it. So I'm glad to see that this has that as well. So can't really see too much going up under the back of his legs due to the lower portion of his jacket or cape. But it's got some pretty cool scarring detail on the shin guards here, and you can actually see where they're actually scuffed up on his right leg there. So paint on the shin guards is basically almost like the same here, but it's got like a lighter tint to it. And then you can see kind of where it's got like some paint lines here that aren't the best, but you know, it's not terrible. Same over here. And I mean, going upwards, you know, towards the front part of his torso, you know, the symbol here for the Shadaloo symbol, I think that's what that is, but it's a lightning bolt painted very, very well. And the actual, you know, cape itself, it's fully sculpted. I don't really see any blemishes. It looks like it has maybe a little bit of paint variation throughout it, which isn't bad. And I think there may have been, like, there's like a little spot like right here where it has like a little bit of white marks on it. Hopefully that'll just, you know, rub out with a little bit of water and you know, some type of microfiber towel that I'll use to get that. I'm digging the front part of his torso. You can see the muscles throughout the front part of his chest area, and underneath his arms you have the obliques, and very muscular guy. M Bison is, of course. Hands are done very well. One of my favorite parts about the hands are his actual fingernails. Fingernails are done, like, got cuticles as well too. So those are done very, very well, in my opinion. Same on this hand. And I like the shading and the actual different colors, or the coloring that you have on his hands. Like they added like shading, kind of have like a little pink hue to it. So it's very cool. But I'm really liking the, you know, the musculature on this statue. His back looks, you know, massive. You can see where it's just, you know, where the clothing is, it's stretched due to that as well. And biceps are done well. Same kind of smarring and detail on the hand gauntlets, just like the shin guards on his legs. Same over here. You see the detail there. And then on his shoulder pads, it's got the same kind of marring and like he's been in a battle. Cool detail there. And these are not removable. I did recently review the Shadaloo cami, and hers of course came off, but these are stationary. So I'll throw a review up for the Shadaloo cami right up in the top part of this video here, so make sure you check that out if you haven't. Onto his face. I think his face is done really, really well. So I switched it out to, like, this is the regular portrait. So if you get the regular version of this statue, this is how it's going to look. I think the teeth are done very well. Gums are glossy. Teeth have a little bit of gloss to them as well. Face sculpt and the eyes and everything look really, really good on this. He does have a really thick neck, as you can see. Crazy wide neck. And then I like the actual hair on the sculpt as well. So the head sculpt painting and paint lines are really, really good too. So no over bleeding paint on the head sculpts. And I'm really digging the hat. Just like on the Shadaloo cami, I thought that the hat was one of the best parts of the statue, and I think this one follows suit. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch out this portrait with the exclusive and the Psycho Power hands.
I will dominate
All right, and this is part of the exclusive, and I'm really digging the open mouth portrait. Teeth look really well, facial expression showing that he's just enraged and powerful. You can see all the way in his mouth there. You guys can see that there. Grab a little bit of light there.
time to meet your death.
This one follows suit with the head sculpts being really detailed, and one of the favorite aspects on this piece, because it really kind of shows, like, changing the head sculpts on this just kind of makes the statue look even more kind of menacing. And then if you change out the open mouth portrait with the kind of stubborn grinning, or not grinning but scowling face, there's another one. And this one is like, the head sculpt is like on this one kind of leans downward a little bit, so if you're going to place this statue somewhere, it should probably be mid-level or somewhere high, so you can actually kind of get the full effect of the piece, because of course he's up and floating downwards. So yeah, there's really good seam work on this statue. Where the foot pegs into the light up base, it's there's no seams there. It's done nice. No seams on through the torso, with the cape, and the seams on the neck are hidden very well too. The only thing that I would say was a negative about this piece would be the paint lines. It's not painted the best, but it's actually pretty. It's not terrible. And then the hands, if these hands had a light up, it would be a lot cooler too. So you could actually kind of make an effect of showing the hands in light. If you had if you put this, or wherever you display it, if you aim some lights up and you have them directly underneath, you could definitely have that effect, kind of like the hands are glowing as well. But a very cool piece. I've been waiting for this thing for a long time. I pre-ordered this back when PCS was still handling all their own distribution, so this was one of the other pieces that I got transferred to Sideshow for them to distribute and ship out. The piece was delayed a little bit, which didn't really upset me that much. I knew I was going to get it anyway, but yeah. So I also saw there's a Player 2 version, which is the black outfit, which I think looks really cool. I was going to possibly get that one. I know the edition size on that one is a lot lower, but I kind of wanted it to match with the Shadow Lucami, which I'll go ahead and grab right now. Alright guys, so I grabbed Shadow Lucami so you can see the difference between the two. She's definitely a lot smaller. I got her up on a little bit of a riser, so you can kind of get the gist of the size of the two pieces. So due to his base and how high he is, if you have her just on this little black standard base, it's going to look a little odd because he's going to definitely dwarf her if you plan on displaying them two side by side. But definitely cool looking piece. Cammy is, this version of Cammy is bad in working with Bison, so definitely is a good look in my opinion. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this review here. So my final thoughts on this piece, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. if you are planning on picking it up, if you can deal with, you know, a little bit of, you know, sloppy paint lines, then it's not that big of a deal. I think it's definitely worth picking up. I needed a Bison for my Street Fighter collection, so this is what I chose, and probably the one that I'm going to be sticking with unless they come out with one that's better. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hit me with a like on the way out if you like this video. Make sure you share it. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this. So I'm going to go ahead and take some shots of the piece and throw them up with the cool beats that I do at the end of the video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Bow down before my psychopath. Time to meet your death. You're weak, pathetic athlete. The never-ending nightmare.